Do you need a killer gaming mouse without all the flashy features that might get in the way of your next kill? Well, the Zowie FK1 could be your next mouse then. Stick around for the full review and of course more info and all that good stuff. Check out our website at TechteamGB.co.uk for more info on both this and many other products, and also up-to-date news on all things tech. Stick around for this awesome video. So to start off with the box, I'm used to taking a look at boxes with, mountains of text on them on sort of either side or all sides. This being quite a simplistic box is actually a really nice and refreshing experience. Inside the box is pretty much no different. You've got a plastic cover that holds the mouse and cable in place, and you've got a couple of rubber pads to replace the ones on the bottom of the mouse if you burn through them, as well as a cool sticker. And by the way, to me that signifies that this mouse is probably going to be a long-term thing for you if you do kind of, I guess, invest in it. The manual seems to be somewhat generic, just telling you the DPI settings, as well as the fact that you don't need a driver and that you have an adjustable polling rate if you so choose. And yeah, I guess that kind of signifies what the mouse is as well. It's not the most feature-rich or flashy product on the market. I mean, for example, the USB cable is a nice length, but it's not braided. It does feel quite nice, but taking a look on the sort of left-hand side, again, this follows with, you've got two relatively small buttons that you can change in-game, not in a driver or software or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, you have the left and right clicks, which as I said are quite nice. The scroll wheel isn't too special. I mean, it's, it feels nice quality. It's sort of a soft touch plastic, which is nice, and the stepping is quite nice on that too. But yeah, it's not, anything like the Logitech G700S, which lets you infinitely scroll if you want to. Now on the bottom, you've obviously got the sensor, as well as some stickers and barcodes and stuff like that, and the rubber pads. But also you've got the DPI switcher button, which changes color depending on what DPI you're setting to. So red is 400. Purple is 800, blue is 1600, and green is 3200. Other than that, that is pretty much all the adjustability you get. In games, it's actually a really nice experience to use. I really enjoyed playing with it for the couple of days I have, and it's just a really nice feeling. I mean, personally, I am a palm grip mouse user already, so for me this works out really well. But if you're not a palm grip user, then this may not be the best for you. But if you are, this is a really nice experience, especially if you want to move into the sort of pro gaming, I guess, section. In terms of switching the DPI, personally I found it a little bit awkward because it's on the bottom, so I had to lift the mouse up, press the button, and then put it back down again. But I do understand that people may not do that during games. That may be something that you do, between games or stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, as I said, my Logitech G700S, personally for me, is the one that I'm going to be sticking with for myself, because it's a lot more functional for me. But it may not be for everyone, although do bear in mind that these are in the same ballpark in terms of pricing, even though the Logitech is kind of wireless and that sort of stuff. But as you saw, this will not be my next mouse. My Logitech G700S does everything I want and more. But if you are a pro gamer, or even if you're just kind of moving into that space, or even if you just, don't want much from a mouse but want a really nice build quality experience, and you don't, need a billion buttons and RGB lighting and all that sort of stuff, then this is actually a really promising option. For me, the simplicity is actually a really refreshing and nice kind of touch. And build quality is fantastic. I mean, even the box feels, nice quality, and the fact that it's not plastered with just every possible thing imaginable about the mouse is just really nice. There's no customization for this, so there's no software that you can download to change the DPI or what the buttons do. There's no profiles or anything. That's all done in game. And for me, I guess the DPI switching button being on the bottom was a little bit strange, but I can see why, as a pro gamer, you probably don't need to switch DPIs in game that much, so that's probably okay for you. Now, in terms of sort of pros and cons, it is a very simple and kind of, I guess, to an extent, basic mouse. You may kind of forgive me for saying that, but yeah, there's limited features on it, let's say, especially in comparison to other options in a similar price bracket. Considering the Logitech G700S, which is wireless, has a billion buttons, has a cool scroll wheel and all that sort of stuff, is not that much more expensive than it. But it does have very nice build quality. It's a very nice pro gaming mouse, so I can definitely see people using this for just, FPS and that sort of, kind of pro gaming. It's just a really nice mouse to use, and it does still work on a day-to-day basis as well. That is, it's still perfectly functional. It's just not the most kind of flashy and kind of show-off mouse on the market. I guess instead of being a jack of all trades, which is probably what the G700S is, this is more a master of one as opposed to a master of none. So that kind of rounds it off. I mean, the actual scoring itself is probably going to get a 3 for 5 for money, personally, because it's not something that I can see a billion people buying as their daily mouse due to the price, but it is still a very nice mouse if you are, you know, looking to be a pro gamer or, you know, that sort of thing. In terms of performance, it's going to get a 5 because it's a fantastic mouse for general use. I mean, it's a really nice feel in the hand, and just generally nice. In terms of functionality, it's going to get a 4 because while it is missing quite a lot of almost standard features on mice nowadays, it is a very nice, as I said, feeling. The sensor's really good, and the fact that you've got a nice kind of, I guess, set of DPIs for gaming is really nice too. In terms of style, it's going to be a 4. It's not the most flashy, but it certainly doesn't look terrible, so it's sort of a middle ground. It does actually look quite nice, and TechteamGB score is going to get a 4. It's actually going to get the brand new Pro Gaming Award, because it's a nice mouse and it deserves the sort of gamer approved award, but it's definitely a different class of gaming. So yeah, just bear that in mind if you are looking for a new mouse. So thank you to Overclockers UK, by the way, for sending this over. Those guys are pretty cool too. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to check this mouse out, feel free to check out the links in the description down below. Check out this conflict of interest here, Yo-Yo Tech in the links over there, as well as the links down below for PC hardware needs, including other Mice and D awards. Also, you know, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, like, dislike, comment, and all that jazz. I mean, do you want me to check out some more, I guess, pro gaming gear, or would you rather stick to kind of stuff that you would probably expect me to get, which is, you know, things like Logitech G700S, Razer, Black Widow, or something like that? Let me know in the comments down below, and also feel free to check out the Razer Deathstalker giveaway, which is still open at this point in time. And if you feel free to follow us on Twitter and Facebook, I will be announcing plenty of other giveaways across, well, whenever you watch this, so feel free to check us out over there. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.